Hello everybody, Zide and Terra Norris. Welcome to Terraria. Starting for the last time this time. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Do these working? Okay. Single player. Okay, new character here. Let's adjust these things a bit. Some better hair. Here's 1 and 9 was exactly him. That's about right. Let's see. Yeah, it's about as close as I'm gonna get, I'm sure. I'm not gonna bother the eye color. Skin looks about right. Clothes now, right today I'm wearing a green shirt. Dark green shirt. There we go. It is a long sleeve shirt. That was about right. I'm wearing jeans today because they're jeans. That's why. Shoes. I'm wearing black shoes today. That looks right. I'm a guy. Softcore create. Character name. Let me just see here. Plug it into my handy dandy name generator. I get 10 names. The best name here I can't pronounce. So let's name something completely random. If I could spell. I could do world since guy's taken. Let's create a medium world. Why not? Not like I have anything to shoot for. I'll call this world Terra. I play a lot of Final Fantasy, what can I say? As the game generates everything. Underworld, aka Hell. Settling them their liquids, you know, lava and water and such. I'll explain the game as best I can. So bear with me here. Okay. Welcome to a brand new world. I named it Terra because Final Fantasy. That's why. In this world, the first time you're probably going to go, well, I feel like going exploring. You could do that, or you could not die. You know, you want to survive. The first thing you gotta do is harvest some wood to build yourself a house. You know, a place to settle down, get a wife, raise some kids. You can do that if you are the only non-NPC player in the game. Unfortunately, you are. I should play multiplayer, but that's a completely different story for a different day. Maybe later. I'll consider it. What I'm doing here is I'm using the axe to start the game with. Of course, to start with an axe. What do you think I'm using? To cut down these trees. Also start with a short sword for stabbing and a pickaxe for mining. Now you start with the copper pickaxe, which can mine up copper, iron, silver, and gold, I believe. I think that's all it can mine up. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while. But it seems about right. I'll be upgrading my pickaxe as soon as I feel it's necessary. Now, Terraria is like Minecraft in the fact that you mine and craft things. But it's different in the aspect that, for one, it's not three-dimensional. And two, you can get mana and a large variety of special weapons that have different abilities. And your weapons and armor don't break. There are several things, enemies and such, that spawn randomly. Different in the day and the night. There's absolutely zero creepers, mind you. Got some goldfish. Mushrooms are the best healing item for the beginning of the game, as they're everywhere. Cutting down trees grants you wood, depending on how tall the tree is, and acorns for planting more trees, which I never actually have to do, because I survive long enough without it. Mushrooms heal 25 hit points. Goldfish heal 20. You can eat them with the H key, which uses the first healing item in your inventory. Hold up there, I can't reach it. These are clay pots and slime. This is a slime. It has 14 hit points. And isn't really all that tough. I'm just sucking really bad. These are pots. You break a pot, you can get stuff. Okay, that goes into the cave. I don't want to do that now. That would be stupid. I kind of feel like dying, so... I cannot jump that high. Unfortunately, I got 250 wood. 265 pieces of wood. Special thing is you can craft torches without a workbench, which I'll explain later. You have several slots. You can create flaming arrows, as long as you have arrows, and I found 6 of those. Mud blocks can be created if you're in water and you have dirt blocks in your inventory. Wooden platforms take 1 piece of wood. You can craft these without a workbench. A workbench is crafted by using 10 pieces of wood, and you can make 10 copper coins with 1 silver coin. You can make a workbench here. Okay. Now that we've collected enough wood, it's time to find a nice spot. Now for the first NPC. This here is the guide. His name is Maxwell. He's here to give advice what to do next. It is recommended that you talk with him when you get stuck. If he has help, he'll give you different hints. You can pick up the dirt and your axe on trees. If you want to survive, you need to create weapons and shelter. Start by chopping down trees and gathering wood. But escape to access to your crafting menu. When you have enough wood, we'll create a workbench. This allows you to create more complicated things. So just stand close to it. Build a shelter placing wood or other blocks in the world. Don't forget to create and place walls. Once you have wood started, might try to get some gel from the sun. So about wood, gel, okay, basic stuff. Crafting. If you don't know if you can craft something, simply just take a type of item and place it here. And you're going to be a list of all the things you can craft with it. It won't tell you what you need to craft it, but it'll tell you what you can craft. You can't craft any acorns as I'm clicking here. It doesn't give me any options. How with mushrooms, you can cast a regeneration potion and a lesser healing potion. Pretty good. Goldfish, I can make a Neptune shell if I was in hard mode. A fish bowl, which I could do if I just got a bottle, and soup. Of course, a goldfish. Make sure you drag everything back into your inventory when you're done talking to the guide. It's kind of a nice flat-ish spot to start. If you can't make it somewhere, what about pickaxe and take out whatever's in your way? Don't worry about traveling too far from spawn. It's never really a big deal. Ooh, iron. I should crack this. Alright. Iron is always useful, regardless of what anyone tells you. You can use blocks to put yourself higher, so you can go and grab more stuff. Sometimes useless stuff, but whatever. These are chests that are around the world. This is hard aggregates. It's aggregate, because you probably move speed, the +1 defense comes from the word hard. It's accessory, so we attach it, and our defense goes up by 1, and our movement increases by 5%. The other copper bars can be made from copper ore. Silver healing potions to restore 50 life. An auto potion increases your vision at night. And coins, which you can use to buy things, because they're coins. What do you expect? Okay, we put down my workbench here. So we get a new item to add to our arsenal, which would be a hammer. Hammers can be used to pick up items you place down, such as workbenches and chests. But the place on the chest now, I can still harvest it because I'm in Terra North. I can do things like that. You can build your house in the cave. I advise against doing. I advise against doing such. I highly advise against it, actually. Let's place some wood here so I can get up here. Continue on searching for some flat land. This looks reasonable. But problem is there's some trees in the way, so let's clear these trees with my axe, gather a lot more wood. Wood is extremely versatile. Make sure you always have some. Like in Minecraft, you need wood. So get some. It's there. It's yours. You're the person who matters in this world, so everything in the world is yours. In multiplayer, it's still yours if you're into alchemy, because everything belongs to alchemists. Everything belongs to them. You think I'm kidding? Play Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and then talk to me about it. But you gotta pick alchemist. I'm completely serious. Okay. You want to make sure you don't start on the very edge, so I'll start building here. This should be big enough for now. You're probably looking at it going, well, you've got a shelter. Actually, it isn't a shelter yet. Problem is, the cave doesn't count as a shelter, which means monsters can still spawn within it. So I'm gonna get rid of all these dirt blocks here, just so I don't not walk on grass all day, correcting who knows what, and replace it with wood blocks to make myself a decent floor. Still not a shelter. Placed on the workbench here. Time freeze when I hit escape because I have it set that way. Okay, a couple things. First, we're gonna make a wooden chair for later, and a table also for later. I'll make 2 doors. Right click, you can create more. Now we do wood walls. Hold down the right click and it'll create more. I think this should be enough for now. Okay. Now to place walls, you simply left click and move. You can move while holding down left click and you'll continually place walls. Remember, you have to place walls for it to qualify as a shelter. Or a home. I'll explain houses in more detail. Okay, look at our shelter, but there's no light. So we'll place a torch up here. Left click, and I'll place those over here for good measure. Okay, now to get rid of a box, you need to use an axe. So I'll chop 3 blocks for the door, and place one here. Open the door, just right click on it. Okay. Still not a house, still just a shelter. Okay, I'll mine these blocks. Place a house here. Or door, sorry. Okay, we've got a pretty good shelter, but we're not done yet. We have a chair and a table. Now a table, we'll place the table right here. And we'll take this chair. Let's place it here. Awesome. Okay, now this is a house. A house must have walls. Must be an enclosed area with a floor that's not dirt, a door or 2, a light source or 2, a chair, a table, and a chair. Make sure to click this house icon over here. Click this house inquiry and you can check housing suitable. Okay. So the guy doesn't have a home, so select his head and place it here. If you build a home and there's room for another NPC, the NPC will automatically show up. Click the house icon again and go back to the regular menu. Now, don't want to place anything too close to the door. This is a chest. There are 20 empty slots for you to place things you don't want to carry with you, like copper bars or dirt blocks. Keep my stone blocks. Acorns, mushrooms, goldfish, clay. Make some torches. More torches. Awesome. If you take a stack of a stack with the exact same kind, it'll automatically stack to a stack 250, which is the maximum stack. Put these here. Okay, since we've got time before the sun goes down, I'm going to mine some stone to make myself a furnace. I don't recall how much stone it takes, so I'm going to just mine a bit here. You're probably yelling at me, telling me not to dig straight down, but this isn't Minecraft. This is Terraria. We're digging down. It doesn't yield that big of a problem, because you can see what's below you. Okay, that should be enough stone. Now, notice this house is getting a little cramped. I will admit, it is pretty cramped. 20 pieces of stone, some amount of 4 wood and 3 torches make a furnace. Can be used for melting ore, but my house isn't big enough for a furnace. So what you can do, if you're like me, you'll start by building a second story. Grab some wood platforms to expand the size you can play on. I could already jump up this high, so I'll place the wood platforms so when I build another story I can climb even higher. And let's begin building. As usual, make it 6 blocks high and as far across as you wish. Workbench isn't up here. I just realized that. Okay, move back up there. I gotta craft some things. So stand here, start crafting. On the 2 doors, a chair, and a table. I already have some torches, so that's perfectly okay. Up here. Place that. I didn't build with walls. I must be falling asleep because I forgot my back walls. If you're on a platform, you press down to pass through it. Grab my wood walls here. You must place wood walls even if you don't plan on living in it because monsters can spawn in there. Alright. Now we need to place walls. When you make a new room, what you want to do is you want to turn it into a house in case you fill the requirements for a new NPC to show up. The guide's always there. He used to be invincible, but now he can't actually die. I kind of don't care about him. Place the table down. Right here seems good. Let's see if I can open the door both ways. Okay, it's nighttime. Monsters will now start to spawn. Okay, let's set down my furnace here. Notice how the furnace generates light. The furnace cannot act as a light source. Oh, there's a first nighttime enemy if it goes somewhere. This is Demon Eye, has 68 points. It follows a flying AI and will home in on you. It cannot pass through blocks. You can harvest things from them. Oh, we got another enemy. This is a zombie, 45 hit points. It can sometimes suffer shackle. It's a good type of enemy. Sometimes. Let's craft things. I can copper bars take 3 copper ores. Alright, I got 6 of those. Iron takes 3 iron ores. Extra ores will simply just take up inventory space. Now I'm going to make an easy way to access this floor from inside. So I'm going to make these blocks. And in place of these blocks, place some wood platforms. But now monsters can spawn in that tiny space there, so I'll place some wood walls. Just make it a little more obvious that they're there. You can place wood walls outside of an enclosed area. Okay, we can take out the zombie here. Be careful when you open a door. Zombies and demon eyes can go through open doors. You do not want a demon eye in your house this early. It's bad news for everybody. Okay. What do I have in my inventory? Okay. Well, I need more iron to craft the next thing I need to craft. Enemies don't regen health. However, if you see my life here, it does regenerate at a decent rate. There are zombies that can make you regenerate faster. However, that's a little ways off. Right now, arrows are making one ammo, but I personally don't like using a bow. So I'll keep these arrows here, but I'll take care of them later. Over here, we have armor and accessories. You can make a helmet, a shirt, and pants, and you can have up to 5 accessories. I have 1 accessory right now, and you see that it's right there. I mean, I went over this. You can put accessories in any slot you want. I always start at the top. This is social. This is how you appear to other players and to yourself. Helmet is you put any helmet, any shirt, and any pants. This is basically how you appear to everybody else. Of course, I explain housing. If I want the guy to move up to here, I'll just go up here and click the guy up here. But I don't want him up there. I want him down here with the chest. I think I've explained everything so far. Okay, now notice you want to put a night owl potion up here to use it. But I'm going to teach you a neat way. If you have buffs, just press B and the buff will activate. Now I can see better at night. I can walk around, see things a little further, it's easier to see. You know, basic things. Well, 3 demon eyes. You can hold on left click to continue swinging an axe or pickaxe or hammer. Swords must require continuous clicking. Early pieces of armor you can get from these guys, they drop lenses, which with a table and workbench, or table and chair, or chair and workbench, you can craft into some goggles. I'm going to try to get some of those from these guys. Get some lenses so I can make some goggles. To get some early armor. Zombies and demons are the only things that spawn at night randomly until other conditions are fulfilled. Slimes do not spawn at night, however slimes still do roam the world around at night. You may come across a slime at night, but it's just a slime. So don't panic. Oh, I'm killing them. Slowly, but I'm killing them. Good swear when I can gather the stuff. Usually there'll only be 3 enemies on screen at a time. Sometimes more, depending on what you are doing. Or attempting to do, you know, whatever. Got one. I don't think I harvested any lenses. No, I didn't get any lenses. Oh, I got a lens there. Still, trying to kill Steven Eye here. This guy 10 hit points, now it has 8. Got him. Hey. Pretty good. Yes. Okay, now I got 1 lens. This is material. I can't craft what I want with 1 lens. It's not enough. Nobody going, well, why don't you go out? Hunt them. No. That's what you never do. You never go out at night until you're properly equipped with armor. I personally don't have an armor right now, so I will not be leaving the house at night. This is basically what you do when you don't have armor. You just kind of chill. Wait a while. Not all potions are more useful if you feel like going out. Poor thinking. No enemies around. It's safe to go out. No. No, it's never safe to go out. Never. Not when the moon's up. You can see over here. This is the 9-hour potion I had. Increases night vision, as I said before. But now see, timer's ticking down. I have 49 seconds left on it. That's a demon eye. Ooh, 2 of them. Yeah, I can harvest the lens. When the day comes, demon eyes and zombies will go back to where they came from. No one's ever revealed where they come from. Underground, I suppose. But then when I go down there, they're not there. They despawn during the day. If they go off screen and you don't bother trying to chase them, they will despawn once they get a decent way away from you. Do not do what I'm doing right now. Never, ever do what I'm doing right now. Which down line is it? That one. Okay. Just playing the game. Let's play the Terraria. This is basically what it is the first night. It's kind of boring. Build a house, get all the rudimentary stuff out of the way. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, I've got my house there. Not good news, not good news, not good news. There are 4 demon eyes over here. Hoping I can eventually kill one of them so I can harvest the second lens I need for what I want to craft. So, how do you like Terraria so far? Personally, I'm having some fun. Actually, the border one, it's holding down. You can take Brock to your left key. Just stand here with the door open all night. Didn't get a lens. You can always use a pickaxe, which is a little faster, deals more damage. Please note that no matter what you're swinging, you have a blind spot. Enemies can still hurt you. Okay, I got another lens, but these 3 guys are probably low on health anyway, so might as well continue to fight them. He says he swung his pickaxe non-stop. Okay. Now I got 2 lenses. You can craft them if you're just here. If I recall, just scroll down. Here. Goggles. Equipable for 1 defense. These are not an accessory as they don't help you. They're a helmet. Check it out. I got some sweet goggles. Well, that's it for this episode. Next time, we'll hit the second day, and I shall explain how to go about surviving in the second day. Until then, everybody, fare thee well.